Alright. Alright, we're here. Have to show up to race? Yeah, no, he's subscribed to like my Discord Type Racer channel. So as soon as I post the link there, he's gonna show up, man. Alright, am I ready? Am I really just gonna start with the Type Racer so soon? Guess so. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh, Bobby Blue, what's happening? Let's see how long it takes when I don't have notifications. Man, he's like one away. Let's see. Let's look at the championship leaderboards, man. I gotta finish the Type Blazer. Yeah, look at that. He's 2 away, man. He's coming for you. Market pumped a bit. Yeah, I know. I got shooked out, Bobby Blue. Well, partially shooked. I still got some stocks. Like, I still got a bunch of Google stock. It's gonna be 3 away if you start now? Well, you gotta beat me, man. You trying to talk like you're gonna just automatically beat me? Come on now. You still have Palantir? No, man. I cashed out. I cashed out. My average price for Palantir was like $9. And I sold at like 79, 80 something, maybe. So, not, I didn't sell at the top, but I'm still pretty happy with my gains on Palantir, man. Anyways, Type Racer, Type Racer. You already know, first race warm up, second race championship round. Wait, where's Twitch chat? Rich? No, not rich, not rich. I'm about to be broke, man. I am broke. I'm about to be even more broke. Huh? I haven't said anything about what I'm saving my money for, but I'm about to be real broke in broke paying real estate commission. Nah, man. I'll tell y'all soon. I'll tell y'all soon, man. Wait, are we here? It's just me and you, no condom, Chris. Let's go. Warm up time. Wait, did I send? I sent the link. I didn't send the Discord link. Should I send it? All right, here we go. Man, I can't beat you, no condom, Chris. You're too fast for me, man. How do you get so fast? Maybe I should really start training Type Racer. I'll start training real soon, probably. Alright, you ready? It's championship round. It's just me and you and guest. Here we go. Championship round about to begin. Just the two of us. Oh man. I really sucked at that one. Saddam from YouTube, is that a paid site? No, this is not a paid website. Alright, no condom Chris, 113. Easy victory for you. Too easy. Omar, what's happening? The keyboard sound. Yeah, thank you very much. How do I... Where's my chat, man? Is this my chat? Alright, let's add no condom. Man, I forget how fast you were. 113. So 3 away. Live one more day, man, because we only got 2 more type racers for the day, for the stream, I guess. All right, y'all ready for LeetCode Daily? I guess so. LeetCode Daily time. Man, did the ratings come out? I wonder how much my rating fell. For sure, it must have dropped a whole lot. I'm probably back in the 1900s, man. Well, ratings ain't out yet, but 100% sure I'm back in the 1900s. Oh lordy, a hard problem. Great mental, Simon? What you talking about? I have weak mental. I can't stomach those losses, man. I've dropped about 200, almost 200 points from my peak just a few months ago or a few weeks ago. Dang, and they're gonna give us a hard problem. 28%. Jesus Christ. Let me read it and I'll decide what to do. You are given 3 integers, start, finish, and limit. You are also given a 0 index string s representing a positive integer. A positive integer x is called powerful if it ends with s. In other words, s is a suffix of x, and each digit in x is at most limit. Return the total number of powerful integers in this range, start to finish. A string x is a suffix of a string y if and only if x is a substring of y that starts from some index, including 0, in y and extends to the index, the last index. For example, 25 is a suffix, blah blah blah. Really don't look like getting angry or affected, man. What you talking about, Bobby Blue? I get so frustrated when I mess up on contests. Wait. Excuse me. Share the link? Wait, what do you mean share? Race is over, man. Already. That was the link. Well, the race is done. Jeez. Start, finish, limit. Is this like a digit DP problem, man? Where I'd run the digit DP at the finish, and then I run the digit DP at the start, and then subtract one from the other or something. I don't really know. That's like my first thing that comes to mind, but I don't know how to do all that, man. Can you teach digit DP, man? I haven't done digit DP since maybe like 9 months, last summer. Master Fool, welcome to the party. How are you doing? Oh, I don't remember. Future Highway. Oh, what's happening? Thank you, thank you. We just did the type racer, that's why. So, man. Doing good. That's good to know, man. I don't know how to do this though. So what the hell is this limits? If it ends with S, each digit in X is at most limit. Oh, so it has to end with that? Man, how do I figure out if it ends with that, man? Not only that, but how do I figure out I don't remember the digit DP stuff. I know for each thing you gotta go all the way up. No, there's no way I can like do this from memory. I'm gonna have to look at one of my digit DP solutions or something. Oh, don't defense shows up a little bit late. Oh man, I tried to wait for you a little bit, don't defense. I even sent the message in the right channel this time. Anyways. I was away from PC, dang. It's alright. Nah, you only started type racing. Alright, let's find out your most, like, when. So, you just came on, oh man, 1 year ago. You've only been on the leaderboards for a year. And in 1 year, you've basically gotten to know Conham Chris's wins. So, it's inevitable that you're gonna pass him out. Anyways. Alright. So how the hell does digit DP work? Should I go look at one of my old digit DP problems that BetSimp taught me? No Conham Chris 2022. No Conham Chris has been winning since 2021, but I only started recording in 2022 probably. Alright, what are some digit DP problems? Number of digit 1. Yeah, this must be a digit DP. Oh yeah, August 9th. Who knows when this is 100% this. Alright, let's look at, man, look at this. This is so long ago. I didn't even know about lambdas back then. Should I just try and like reason with this solution? Please teach me after, man. Bobby Blue, I don't even know what the hell this stuff is. Alright, so equals. I forget what that one is. Man, I should just watch my VODs with BetSim teaching me this stuff. And I'm sure it will come back to me. So the limits. Alright, let me... Speaking of WPM, I switched to a ZSA Voyager and my speed slowed way down trying to learn the new flow. Is that like a dang moonlander? I don't know about them split keyboards. Alright, given an integer n, count the total number of digit 1 appearing in all non-negative integers less than or equal to n. Oh, Jesus, man. So basically I take n, I turn it into a vector of digits. Okay, put them the right side. I create my cache. I don't know how the cache works yet, and then I just called. So I need to convert my number into a vector of integers, and then in the DP now, if we go out of bounds, we return however many ones. If it's cached, we return the thing. And then the limit, what is this equal to, man? So we're going from 0 to our limit. If it's equal. Oh. Alright, this will probably tell. So if it's equal if it's the limit, equal to the limit. That's what it means. If the previous number was equal to the limit. Oh, yeah. So that tells us, oh yeah, so if we're at the limit, that means we can only go up to the maximum number at that digit. Otherwise, that means we're below the limit and we can just go all the way up to 9. Okay. And then this is how many ones? Okay. All right. I think I see how this problem works, but can I apply that knowledge to this problem? Count the powerful numbers. So, wait. Each digit in X is at most limit. How do I deal with that, man? So that means our limit. Okay, I think that means our limit will either be limit equal that limit that they give us, or the digits I. So if equal, limit equal digits I, else limit equal, instead of 9, it's gonna be whatever limit they give us here, because that is our limit now. No, something like that. I don't think it's always true though, because what if the digit I, so it's probably going to be the minimum of digit I or the limit. I don't even know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but wait, feels good, just new. Yeah, Master Fool, I know what you're saying. I feel like to get a new keyboard too, man. I really like mine, or I've used this keyboard for about 2 years now. This one here, and I'm getting kind of tired of it. I think I'm ready for a new keyboard. I already bought a couple of new keyboards. I just need to build them. All right. Where are we at with my thinking? So, all right, man, this is tough. So we go from 6,000, we turn it into a vector of digits. We iterate through. We go up to the limit. But alright, so I think I know how to do that. All that like counts from start to finish. Now the one part that I'm not sure of is the suffix part. The powerful if it ends with that suffix. So how can I do that? Does that mean that the suffix for, okay, I think this means that the suffix we can only yes. All right, I think I can solve it. It might take me a really long time, but I believe this is solvable with my knowledge after just reviewing digit DP. Washed Latino, thank you very much for the follow. Alright, I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready. I'm about to drop some bombs on this LeetCode hard. First things first, we gotta convert the finish into digits. Should I make a function for that, like 2 digits or something? How do I do that? Maybe something like this. Hey, No Condom Chris, are you still around, man? I got a question for you. The question is, are you still trying to learn C++, or are you still on the Python train? Well, I don't even know if you're here, but I'm asking you anyways. X mod 10 digits pushback mod x divided by 10. Should I reverse them here? So that's gonna get me the numbers 2 digits. And the start digits. Okay. Now, actually, should our start digits be start -1? Or should it just, I don't know, actually. We'll figure that out after we code up everything else. Alright, so this is transform, oh, this is not an int. This is a vector int. And now let's try and do the DP stuff. Although I do need to pass in my digits here. Need an index I. Vector hacker, what's happened? Welcome to the party. My dyslexic ass mixed the S and the F in the start and finish, and I read fart digits. No, man, come on now. How you gonna get fart from? It would be fatart digits. Anyways, we're not talking about farts here. Okay, so we need an index, we need a boolean, whether or not we're equal to the max. That's what that boolean means. What else do we need? Oh, we need a count of the ones that we've accumulated so far. I don't think we need this for this problem. And then we need a cache that I'll figure that part out. LeetCode in C++ like God intended. Yeah, I think the only options for LeetCode, it's Python or C++. If you're not doing one of those, what are you really doing, man? I guess if you're, I don't know, JavaScript, Java. Yeah, I guess if you're a Java developer, it's okay to do it in Java. If you're a front-end dev, it's okay to do it in JavaScript or TypeScript. But if you're anything else, man, it's Python or C++. So I guess we go up to the limit. And then, like, man, I still don't really know how to do this ending in the suffix part. But I'm thinking that maybe I get the length of the suffix. And then from there, like, I just have a boolean if it's equal, suffix equal maybe. Q Ultimus, how you doing? JavaScript doesn't have heap, would be hard. Yeah, but in LeetCode you can import Lodash. And I think in most interview settings, if you do need the heap, maybe you can just say, I'm about to import this from Lodash. I won't be able to stay long today. I plan to build my roommate's PC. Oh, fancy. Give us the specs, Q. What's in the PC? How ballin' is this PC? And how many PCs have you built? Specs are pretty weak. Well, maybe compared to your PC, man, but it's probably alright, yeah? Wait, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to say, if we go out of bounds, then we gotta return, I guess, suffix equal, right? Because if the suffix is not equal, then it's not good. Build hundreds, yeah, hundreds? That is crazy. Like, what do you... That can't be right, man. Unless you build PCs professionally, or you used to work at a PC building factory, or... That is insane. Been building, yeah, I've been building computers since I was about 12 also, but I'd say I've built like 10 computers in my life, you know? Not 100, dang. All right, here we go. So what are we saying? We need to figure out what the limit is. And we're saying if we're equal to that, then the limit, what would it be? So if we're right up at the limit of the number, then the limit is gonna be digits I, or the dang, oh, I can't call it limit. I'm gonna call this the real limit. No, I'm gonna keep that as limit. I'm gonna call this one the current limit. Is that right? I gotta think about that. Otherwise, then it goes up to the limit. Right? Because it doesn't even make sense to go beyond the limit, because we're just looking for... I used to help out a recycle place for selling parts, and I had a friend that builds computers for other people that let me help build them for him when I was a kid. There are other people that did the same. I just ran into a lot of them. Dang. So, alright, how long does it take you to build a PC after you have 100 under your belt? Is it like a 1 hour job? Or what? You know, I don't even know how long it takes me. It usually takes me at least a few hours, probably. But I'm not that fast. I can build a simple piece in about 20 minutes. Dang. Wait, you didn't tell us the specs of this PC that you're about to build, Q. You gotta tell us, man. Alright, now what are we gonna do, man? We're going to go from 0 up to the limit. Right? And then, oh, Jesus Christ, I gotta think real hard here, but this is good. It's been a long time since I did a digit DP problem. This is our current number that we're going up to. We'll only go up to the current limit, and then we want to say if we're equal to the limit or not. So how do we say if x equal to okay. Wait, 8400F, 16 DDR5, 5200 RAM, 1660 Super. Dang. What year are we in, Q? Is this like 2010? Wait, when the hell did the 1660 come out, man? 2019. Dang, it was only 2019? I guess so. 6 years. It's actually an AM5. I don't even know what this is. I guess, yeah. I've never even really looked into this processor. The motherboard is, dang, that sounds fancy. Don't buy that CPU, is terrible. Yeah, wait. This Riptide sounds fancy, man. This is like the most expensive part of your PC is the motherboard. Wait, this must be like a Frankenstein, just a bunch of loose parts laying around and you're scrapping together a PC, right? Or what? It is, yeah. That's the only way it makes sense. So how much money total was spent, or is it just really just freebie stuff that you're building? Or did your roommate go and like buy these parts because they're like a good deal? 600 into it. I see. All right. So, what am I trying to say? And my other roommate went halvesies for his birthday. Dang, you guys are very generous, man. Wow. I don't think I've ever bought any of my roommates a dang birthday present. Wait, I gotta solve this problem, Q, but it's too hard for me. But I think I'm on the right track. Probably haven't lived with your roommates for a decade. Dang, that's crazy. No, I haven't lived with Anyway, I haven't even had the same place for a decade ever in my whole life. I've never stayed in the same house for that long. So this will be new equal. And then is the suffix equal? Alright, that's what we gotta figure out how to do, man. Alright, so I need some way to do that. Let me think here. So I guess, jeez, I have some ideas. But I'm not sure. I suppose we should just start from like the suffix, right? Because it doesn't make sense to even start from 1, since nothing is gonna be a good number until the suffix, like S. So we have to start from 124. And then I gotta figure out how to make sure that I don't know, man. I gotta give it some more thoughts. Put thousands of dollars for others people's PC? Dang. Ballin'. I live near Chico State University. Never heard of it. So I guess I need to figure out how many is a suffix equal. I need to figure out like how many digits are left, and that's gonna be like, I don't know, man. This problem's too hard for me. It used to be a party state college, made into a couple of movies. Which movies? N minus I. Is that how you do it? Let me look. So if we had this number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is our suffix. We want the suffixes of size 3, 3, 4, 5. And then if we're at index 2, that's like 5 minus 2 equals 3. And then let me write the suffix indices. So 2. How do I do this? N minus 2, 5 minus. Wait, what am I trying to say again? So it's like N minus I. So 5 minus 2, if that's equal to, I guess if it's less than equal to suffix size, then it means n minus I equal to suffix n minus n minus I. Wait, how do I do this, man? I think this is it. So SI here, or digits I. All right, I is 2, N is 5. So digits I would be 3. If that is equal to suffix N is 3. And then N minus I, that's 5 minus 2. So that's 3. 3 minus 3. So there should be 0 here. So if, yes, this is what I want, this formula. Let me try it out with another index. So if I is 3, N is 5, so then 4 is equal to suffix 3. No, this is not right. No. Yeah, this is right. 3 minus 2, yes, is 1. Yes. This is good, this is good. So what we're trying to say here, we're trying to say if the suffixes are equal. So if n minus I is less than equal to the suffix size. So all right, let me transform the suffix into a vector of ints, so it's easier to process. Yeah. So I'd be like vector int suffix digits is 2 digits s, 2i s. All right. So here it's like if this, man, this is too much. What did I say? It's right here. If it's less than equal to Sn, hold on, suffix equal si or digits I equal to suffix digits I don't even know if I'm going right here, if I'm in the right path. All right, should I try it out? I think and then what? Let me erase this stuff. And then maybe I have like something like this. Oh, I gotta do finish equal finish digits. What should I say for the equal? I guess it would be false. Or would it be true? I don't know, maybe true. Because if it's true, then the limit is that, yeah. And then suffix equal. I guess I'll just say false. Finish, start. I don't expect this to be even remotely close. Oh shit, I can't do this like that. I guess I'd do it like that. Do I even use this? I don't even use this, man. Oh, 0 for index that we start at. All right, moment of truth. No. But do says bool. Oh, because of this. Zero, 85. I don't know even how to debug this. I don't even really know if I can solve this problem, you know. Sunrise Lo-Fi, welcome to the party. Expected 2. So if new, let me just do some couts. Matching suffix. Whew. Everything is 0. That ain't cash. Oh, it goes to 1. That ain't cash money, man. Oh, I think I see what's happening. Because it's always going to 0 with my new limit, but that's not true. The new, if it's equal, right, this one, if it's not equal, it should go to 4, which is a limit. And then if it is equal, That should be a 0, yes. So we should see, I feel like we should see some force here, but we don't see anything like that. Alright, I gotta debug some more stuff because this digit DP stuff I'm not really strong in. Maybe there's, oh, you know what? I'm using digits I, but what I really mean to use is X instead of digits I. And I only use digits I. Yeah. Let me see how that affects things. I'm not strong in DP either. Like digit DP. Yeah. Wait, 64. That ain't right, man. At least now I'm guessing something. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, Bobby Blue. I don't know what's going on either. But it made sense in my head about 30 minutes ago, and now I'm lost in the sauce. So I wonder if I set this to true, and then I say I don't know, this is kind of bootleg here. So if So I just want this to go out of bounds immediately if the new suffix equal doesn't match. Otherwise, if it matches, I just want to go on to the next thing. But that's probably, oh shit, I got something right now. That's crazy. Getting closer. What do you know? What do you know about that, man? Alright, what next? What? So yeah, something's happening. Wait, let me try some other test cases. How about 2000 to whatever. Something is happening for sure, man. Oh, in Rosis, what's happening? Jimothy's PCs. What's happening? Can I have some advice? What do you want advice on? After I got my job, I stopped LeetCode and I don't miss it that much. Yeah, I know what you mean. LeetCoding is not fun for me either. Like, I don't even LeetCode by myself. I only LeetCode on stream, man. Is that Steven Sagiball's alt account? No, I don't think so. So I live in Melbourne, Australia, and I was wondering if it's worth applying for an intern for AI ML engineering at Sony in Tokyo. How likely is it they'll sponsor a visa for just 3 months? Man, I don't know. My advice to you is to look it up. Go see if Sony, like, how I mean, it sounds like you're a student. All right. I want to say it's very, very unlikely that you'll get anywhere. I think to move to Japan and get a visa, like a company to sponsor you, usually they go off of like some type of point system, or you have to have your degree already. Yeah. I think it's yeah, maybe just apply anyways and see what happens, man. But don't get your hopes up. At least do some research, you know. Go read up on the laws of, or like how people are able to get a software engineering job over there. If Sony, if you need to even speak Japanese to go work at Sony, because some of those companies you need to speak proficient Japanese for them to hire you. But maybe if you work for like a Western company in Japan, it might be easier to get in. But I don't know. I've never really looked at getting a job over there like that. What's your advice on staying at a company for long term? I really like my team and my company. Reddit. Dang, you're at Reddit? Do you think I should bring up a 1-2 year plan or wait for him to? What do you mean a 1 to 2 year plan? And who is him? Your manager? Nedino, what's happening? Hey, first time here. Do you only do LeetCode or do you program for your day job as well? I used to only do LeetCode. But no, if you're asking if I do LeetCode at work, no, man, I don't LeetCode at work. And I do have a day job, and I do program at my day job. But I do other things than LeetCode these days. Get a job, a big tech job, and transfer to their Tokyo office. Yeah, even that is pretty difficult to do because I think everybody wants to transfer to Japan, so they have they have little openings and a lot of interest usually. Wait, Sunrise Lo-Fi. Do you? Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with trying to make a. You should already have a 1 year plan with your manager, man. Like, do you just take everything day to day, or do you have like goals for the year, or what? Like, for us at Google, every year we do like OKR planning, which is like objectives and key results, and we do planning for. I don't do planning, but my manager and stuff does planning, and they'll plan for the whole year. And like, I just joined, so I haven't talked about that yet. Yeah, I guess you should talk about ramping up first, and then they'll probably try and find you like some long-term work or bigger projects. I don't know what level you are, but maybe the lower level you are, like if you're an L3 or a junior, maybe you don't get like a whole 1 year long project. Maybe get like a project that's a few months long. But if you're like a senior engineer, I think you need like a multi-course project, you know. You work at Google? Dev Vlad, what's happening? Yes, I do. I was kind of just thinking, since maybe AI engineering is way less saturated than software engineering, my chances would be higher. Is it way less saturated? I don't know. What are your credentials, Timothy PC? If you're just like at some community college doing some course or something, it's probably not gonna happen. But if you're like top of the class at the most prestigious Australian university that ever lived, and you got a perfect score on every single standardized test, and you have like crazy publications or whatever, and you're like a superstar, then maybe you got a chance. You know, who am I to tell you you can't do these things? I have a CS degree. Wait, you have a CS degree, but you're going for an internship? Is that how it works in Australia? B Rye, thank you so much for that Prime subscription. You know, I forgot to add some people on here. Let me see. I think during the contest last week, I forgot to add Rafiq M and Rack Mag. So let me do that right now. So it's 4 days ago. I'm so sorry. Rafiq M, if you're around. That's one sub, and it's a few days late, but nobody knows. And then we got Rack Mag from 4 days ago. I forgot to do this. And man, CS Stuff 93. Thank you so much, man. Alright, that's 2 down. And then now we got B Rye with the Prime. Very, very nice. Thank you. Let me do this real quick, man. And then, alright, so we got Rack Mag. We got, oh shit. I'm not supposed to have capital letters in these dang usernames. I'm gonna have to edit that. Everything is supposed to be lowercase. Jesus. Who else was it? Rafiq M, yeah. And then now let's add. Oh wait, Jet Set Go from YouTube. What's happened? Sorry. How you doing? Welcome. All right, CS Stuff 93. Thank you so much. Hey, shit. I didn't. Oh man, I messed up. I gotta do that again. I probably forgot to put the amount, so it went to 0. There we go. All right, sorry. Let me see what y'all were saying. Oh, B-Rye, what's happening? You're so nice. Thank you. I don't know if I'm that nice. Thanks for answering all these wide questions. Yeah, no worries. I like answering questions. I could be a 700 IQ Alan Turning incarnate and still won't be hired. Not in this market, not in this economy. No, that's not true. If you're a 700 IQ, man, you don't need to be hired. You can do crazy things if you got that much IQ. Getting employed is not the only way. I'm gonna just tell you, especially if you got crazy IQ. I have my CS degree and I want an internship for job experience. Oh, I'm in the same position. Oh, I see. So you already graduated, you just want some experience. Yeah. Man, Jimothy, just do some research and apply and see what happens. Look at all the visas available go over to Japan and see if any of them fit your criteria. You can probably go over there to go study Japanese, and maybe once you're there it'd be easier to get a job if you're actually in the country. I will pay to work? Dang. I graduated in December. Nice. Programmers want to have jobs with no physical hard work. That's why there are too few jobs in the market. Wait, what do you mean programmers don't do physical hard work, man? Anyways, luckily I'm in the US. The market is rough here, so I can't imagine how it is there. Yeah, I think the market is especially rough for new grads, man. I don't know what it's like. Actually, I do know what it's like, because I graduated college in the last time the whole economy was shit, like in 2009, 2010. And I never found a job. I could never I did mechanical engineering, and I had to go work in restaurants for a couple of years and kind of do my own thing, like not great jobs. And then I learned how to program, and then I started to freelance, and then I never got employed until like just a few years ago, you know. I'm an IC3, not sure what kind of plans he'll make up for me. Yeah, you should talk to your manager about some work to do. It sounds like IC3, that sounds junior, and he said he just started the company. You definitely need a starter project or something that is easy to do, and it will give you like a reason to explore the code base and familiarize yourself with the stack. Those those types of bugs, your manager should have those already ready to go for new people joining the team. So you got to talk to your manager. If you like, what are you doing right now, Sunrise Lo-Fi? You don't have any work to do and you're just sitting around twiddling your thumbs watching Twitch? Oh, Q, see you later. Good luck on the build. I'm sure there are some scammers out there. Icy Black D, what's happening, man? Got 2 small projects almost done with them. Nice. Then finish them up, land them, and get more work. And I think it's important to, I don't know how Reddit works, man, but at Google, I think it is important to have multiple projects that you work on in parallel, because a lot of times you're going to be blocked on, if you only have one project, you're going to be blocked on either waiting for somebody to give some feedback or waiting for somebody to review your changes or your code, or maybe you're waiting for your changes to hit production so you can monitor how it's rolling out or whatever, you know. So you need another project to work on in the downtime, and sometimes even more than that, man. Sometimes you need like 3 projects. Have to said Salesforce started using Cursor and no point hiring new grads. Man, new grads are getting hired some places, but not nearly at the rate that they were getting hired a couple years ago. I contacted Sony and they just said can apply. They didn't tell me the likelihood. Well, then that means you should apply, man. Nobody can tell you the likelihood because nobody knows who you are until you submit your resume and then see if it makes it past all the checks, and then see if they even interview you. If it's 1% is worth it, then apply, man. Easy, right? All right, let me try and wait. You're right. I was used to doing single projects at once my whole career. Working here is exactly what you said. Multiple projects is the way other engineers are doing it. Yeah, I think this is in big tech. You just gotta have multiple projects going on. Do you have any advice for new grads who want to be more competitive? Get straight A's, grind LeetCode, and practice socializing with your peers. You don't want to be socially awkward, man. Like, showing off that you got some social skills in an interview, I think, goes a long way. Showing off that you have some personality goes a long way. Showing off that you have skills and personality goes a very long way. So do those 3 things and you'll be super competitive. Easier said than done. I applied to 500 jobs for new grad before graduating. It was brutal. Just got to fire out those applications. Yeah, you just gotta fire them out, man. When I was looking for a job, like before I worked at Google and before I even had the skills to even get a job at a big tech company, I was applying for jobs like crazy as well, and I got really efficient at applying. I would set aside, like after I fixed up my resume, I had like multiple versions of my resume. I would set aside like 1 or 2 hours every day, and in 1 hour, man, I remember being able to hit like 100+ applications in 1 hour. So 500 jobs ain't shit, man. You know, not like trying to diminish what you've done or anything. I'm just saying, like, saying you apply to hundreds of jobs is the norm these days. Like 100 per hour is insane. Nah, man, not when you get it down to a flow. It's like, especially on LinkedIn, you just click the button that says 1 click apply, boom, boom, boom. And then some of them want to ask you some other questions. They all ask the same dang questions, man. So you just have it, you copy and paste, send. and you can pump out 100 an hour, man. I'm telling you, if you streamline the whole process and you like, if you just, all right, maybe the first 100 isn't gonna be in an hour, but by the time you do it for 2 or 3 days, 4 days, you're gonna get really fast at applying. So, and then I was getting so many interviews too back then, but times were different. Just, yeah. You just gotta be good at everything. Do you think LeetCode is more important than personal projects as a new grad? That depends. If you're trying to get into big tech, absolutely. Nobody cares about your personal projects. If you're trying to get any job at a startup or something, I think a lot of startups don't care about your LeetCode, and they only care about your personal projects. Or maybe it's a mix or some type of blend of both. So I think they're both important, and it depends on what you're targeting. Axel's Will, what's happened? Do you like solving LeetCode problems? I personally hate doing them. I used to hate doing them. I used to really dislike LeetCode until I realized that that all you gotta do is be good at LeetCode and you can make 300K. And then I started to really like LeetCode because of the opportunities it could give me. But I still hated doing LeetCode. But once I covered all of the topics and I got, like, I knew how to use all the tools in LeetCode, all the patterns, then it became more enjoyable. It became like a game to me. Like, it's just another video game and you know how to play the video game. So it's fun now. But if I were to just start playing a video game and I didn't know, like, all right, I've tried to play Crusaders 4 or whatever, Hearts of Iron, one of those complicated games. I've tried to play those games many times and it's like, it's not fun because I don't know the rules and I don't know how to play. So it's like, it's not fun trying to learn how to play. So I never get to playing. But I'm certain if I were to get over that hump and learn all the rules and all the strategies and how the game works, Crusader Kings only up to 4. You know what I'm talking about, man. But anyways, if you know how to play the game, then the game becomes more fun, man. But if you don't know how to play the game, it's not fun. That's all I'm telling you. And I think the people that hate doing LeetCode, usually it's because you don't know how to LeetCode. Like, you're unfamiliar with the patterns. So it's just like a real drain even thinking about the problem because you don't know where to even begin and it's overwhelming. But I promise you, man, once you get down all the basic patterns, it's really like a fun puzzle. Can't pass LeetCode interview if you don't get any. That's also true. Emilius95, what's happening? Hey man, do you think it's better to learn algorithms in theory before trying to brute force LeetCodes? I think that's probably the smart way, but man, that's boring. That is the way a lot of people do it. Like people who go to university and stuff. But there's also another type of person that doesn't study theory and they just brute force their way by solving LeetCode problems, and I'm one of those people. So which way do I think is better? I think maybe I could have saved myself a lot of time if I studied the theory, but to me studying theory and stuff is so boring, man, so I don't think I'd get very far. So wait, like I said, now isn't it to just learn the patterns first? Right, I think learning the patterns is very different than learning the theory. The theory is like the computer science behind it, man. Learning the pattern is just like seeing how the program works. I don't know if I'm explaining it right. But yeah, you can just learn the pattern. You can look at the code and you can understand the pattern after like just stepping through the code. but that doesn't necessarily teach you the theory behind the pattern or like why it works or what goes on under the hood in some of these data structures or all that stuff, man. So I don't know, maybe I'm not understanding your question fully, but I'd say studying patterns is not learning theory. I'd say that's brute forcing your way. Bill Gates' mother had connections with IBM. That's how Bill Gates could sell his first Windows OS to IBM. Yeah, I don't know anything about Bill Gates, but there's a little bit of luck involved in everything, especially for the people that are at the absolute top of society, man. I'm sure they had a few lucky breaks along the way and also insane skill. Wait, play Outer Wilds. I tried to play that game too, and I never really got into it. Random question: where is my accent from? I'm from Jamaica. Spending an hour solving a LeetCode problem, solve it in like 100 lines or something. Realize someone solved it in like one line with a bunch of Lando calculus magic. Yeah. Don't worry about lines of code, Figueroa. Worry about how readable your code is. Because sometimes I look in the solutions and I see code. Alright, if I see, like, I'm surprised Lee215 isn't in here. But Lee215 is a very famous LeetCoder, and he posts solutions. His solutions are super elegant. But I never click on Lee215's solution because it's not intuitive, man. It's some 1-line or 2-line code that's just too much happening, and it's so dense that I don't even know what the hell is going on, man. So just because it's like 1 line, man, doesn't mean it's a better solution. If LeetCode was hiring, would they ask LeetCode questions? Yeah, I think they want you to be a LeetCode knight or something. What is his LeetCode? Whose LeetCode? My LeetCode? My LeetCode here. Done a whole lot of problems. I've probably done more than my profile shows. Anyways, dang, I should be trying to solve this LeetCode daily, man, and I guess I'm here answering questions, but that's alright. I don't mind. Who's that one guy that always code golfs the shit out of LeetCode solutions? Oh, that guy is Stefan Poschmann. Or somebody. I don't see his name. Maybe because he's more of an OG LeetCoder. Yeah, and yeah, like Lee215's solution are way better than Stefan Poschmann's, man. But Stefan Poschmann is a true golfer. Do you think 1 problem a day is good if you never miss days, or maybe 2 to 3, especially starting out? No, I don't think 1 problem a day is good enough, because 1 problem a day doesn't mean anything, man. What if you do only the same binary tree problems or the same topic every day for 700 days? You'll never learn the things. I think what you need to do is work 1 problem a day. If that 1 problem is your weakest topic, that will work. But just any problem a day, that's not gonna work, man. What if you just do easy problems every day? Ziano, thank you very much for the hydrate. Cheers. It's not the number of problems that you do, but I do feel 1 problem, or at least doing 1 problem a day, will help you to build a consistency. But you also have to tackle your weaknesses and the things that you don't know. And sometimes you can get stuck doing the same things that you are used to. I'm guilty of this. I only like to do problems that I already know how to do, or problems that use techniques that I'm already familiar with. And if it's a problem that requires something that I don't know, like string hashing or segment trees or whatever, digit DP, then it's like I'm a lot more likely to not try that problem. So I think if you train your mind to not be scared of the unknown, then that would be beneficial to you. You can't be scared, man. You gotta tackle the problems that you don't know. Bit shifting. I mean, I know some bit problems. Anyways, back to dang. Everybody trying to make me not do my problem today. All right, don't defense wants to do a little type racer. Let's do the type racer, and then let us. I'm supposed to be doing my dang vibe coding today too. All right, here we go. Type racer time. First race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. And no condom Chris. Welcome to the party. Just in time. No condom Chris is crazy. Yeah, man, no condom Chris is one of my biggest inspirations. I don't even know the guy. Like, I don't know anything about no condom Chris' personal life or anything. But he always has great advice, and he's so consistent, man. I don't even know what this guy does to be so consistent. All right, here we go. Warm up time. My only advice is strong mental, yeah. And for those of you that don't know, I work at Google only because of No Condom Chris. No Condom Chris is the reason why I got my job at Google. So if No Condom Chris ever asked anything of me, I'll be so happy to do whatever, you know. I don't know if everyone knew that, man. That was just the warm up. Man, I'm a guest? Who talking about guests, man? I gotta log in. Oh, Pixel Pusher. Ask Simon to max out? Wait. Wait, maybe I would. If No Condom Chris asked me to do that in the near future or medium future, maybe I'll be willing to do it. But not like right now. When's the last time you used your Peloton? In Rosis, I used it like 2 weeks ago. I've used it about 12 times in the last year. Like once a month. Anyways, let me log in, but let me not lose this racetrack. So I put a lot of respect on No Condom Chris, because he's helped me so much, and I've also seen No Condom Chris help basically anybody who goes live on Twitch on LeetCode. No Condom Chris is in their corner coaching them and rooting for them, and I put mad respect on that, man. You're like helping so many people out there. Anyways, y'all ready for the championship round? Dang, look how many people are here for championship round. I don't coach, I just ask the kids with candies question. I mean, still, you're still there to show support, man. I think it's so important for new streamers to have people in their chat engaging with them. And No Condom Chris, you can count on him being there for new LeetCode streamers. And it really helps, you know. No Condom Chris is always in their corner asking them to do that sus problem about giving candies to kids, yeah. But don't count on him to put on the condom. Well, we don't need to do all of that, do we? Anyways, championship race time. Are y'all ready? This is the championship race, and Pixel Pusher is in the house. Wait. You must solve that digit DP. Yeah, alright. Alright, after this dang type racer, I'm gonna finish up the digit DP problem. Here we go. Championship round is starting in 10 seconds. Dang. A cool 110. But Pixel Pusher 169. No Condom Chris 115. And look at that. Don't defense. 110. Just below my 110. And then that's it for the triple digits. We got Guess, Clistar 81, 8th place, and Guessed. Holy 169. Yeah, Pixel Pusher is one of the fastest typers in the world. Literally, I think. Alright, here we go. Pixel Pusher 169. Look at that. 169. That's the 72nd championship. Oh man. Don't defense must be smoking something today, man. He's so nice to Pixel Pusher. Pixel Pusher got that digit DP. Wait, if you paid attention. Oh, okay. I see. But don't you also want to pass Pixel Pusher one day? Anyways. Alright. Digit DP is the daily problem. Here's where I'm at. Alright, now that BetSimp is here and everybody's here. So I'm trying to solve the daily problem. I've been trying to solve it, and then I got like sidetracked answering questions. And I think I'm real close, man. Because I do get good answers. Like when I run this with my test cases, I'm getting A seed. But it's not fully correct yet. There's a bug in my code. And I don't know what it is. Well, first, when I start at 1, wait, let me edit my test cases to see if it can give me a clue. If I start at 1, that works. But then when I'm at 6, finish at 6,000, this test case doesn't work. So I wonder if it's zeros are my issue here. Like, if I just have 5,000, will it work? Do you use LeetCode Premium? I do not. Alright, so maybe zeros are giving me some issues, and I gotta think about how the zeros work. Wait, I've heard about Pixel Pusher shared. Yeah, Pixel Pusher shared a video, man. He's not hacking. Wait, also Hepta 5, what are you talking about, man? Hepta 5 always on some crazy stuff. So alright, here's my digit DP. I have the equal thing, and then I have if the suffix is equal. And then my limit, if we're equal, my limit is the minimum of the current digit or the limit that they give us. Otherwise, if we're not equal to the max, then our current limit should just be the limit. I think that's right. And then now I'm iterating, trying numbers up to the current limits. And I'm like, like checking if my suffix is equal. And then if the suffix is not equal, then I just basically go out of bounds. I don't know. Should I just do something to make sure I go out of bounds? And then if the suffix is equal, I go to the next number. Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, Pixel Pusher shared his video. Should we watch it? Alright, Pixel Pusher. Dang, that's what 169 miles per hour looks like. So fast the camera like can't even keep up from the sonic boom, man. Look at that. The whole desk is shaking, man. It's crazy fast. Jesus Christ. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong view, man. Someone needs to put up a DP question. This is a DP question. Wait. So, alright. Where's my bug at? That's what I need to figure out. Also, I think my start should be -1. But I don't think that's... It looks like I got some other issues. How is that possible to have -1? Oh, because the suffix. So I guess if the suffix... Oh, maybe it's... If the suffix size is less than the start. No, if the start digit size is less than our suffix size, then let me think. Then it should just be 0, right? How should I type this? Should I be like... I don't even need to trigger it, yeah? Maybe I'll do it like this. But still, I only get 4. Alright, let me put the original 6,000, man. I might give up because I don't know how to debug this type of problem. So I'm only getting 4. So 6,000. They say it's 124, 1124, 2124, 3124, 4124. How can I see what my numbers are? Like, I don't even know. wonder if it's like I'm missing this one here, the 124. Wait, some people's coding speed versus standard speed percent is very high. What are you talking about? Curious if we both had to solve like 10 1200 rated problems, who would win? Yeah, that would be a good race. Man, why? Some people code at a speed very close to their typing speed. Dang, that's crazy fast then. I'm not one of them. I code really slow. 124. Should I just look at the answer, man? So start from x equals 0. Do I have like leading 0 issues or something like that? 1200 are insta solves, yeah, for all of us probably. Every digit is less than 4. Alright, I'm gonna just do something for debugging purposes, I guess. Nums push back x. Nums. I'm just trying to see which numbers I'm getting for this and like which ones I'm missing. Maybe it'll give me a clue as to like where I'm going wrong. So like in here where I go out of bounds, I'm just going to print my numbers. Wait, only if this is equal, then I want to print it out. Let's see. Do I have Asian heritage? You need to have at least a bit of Asian heritage to get to my level? What does that mean, man? Yes, I'm part Chinese. Oh, eats, dang, eat you. New equal is always false if equal is false. Let me think about that. Yo, what the hell is going on here, man? What does this shit mean, man? Jordan Paul KS, what's happening? Pushback X. Oh, I know what's happening. I know what's happening. And EU, let me think about what you're saying too. Alright, so my numbers that are good. These are my 4 numbers that I'm getting. but there's 5 of them. So I'm getting 124, I'm getting 1124, I'm getting 2124, 3124, but not 4124. That is the missing link right there. So why am I not getting the 4124? Because eat_you says the new equal is always false if equal is false. So if equal is let me think. Alright, so if equal was false, then the current limit is going to be 4. And then I go from 0 to 4. How come I don't hit that last 4, man? So I start off with equal equals to true. So it comes in. Now the limit is the minimum of 6 and 4. So our current limit should be 4. This should go from 0 to 4. Oh, and then it goes, it's at the limit. So then it goes 0. Oh, I see what's happening, man. I see what's happening. Because it's thinking the limit is 4, but it's not the real limit. It's the artificial limit. I don't know how to solve this yet, but I think this is for sure the problem. Because they give you an artificial limit of 4, that where each digit in the number can't go above that limit. And then I'm saying it's equal to the limit, but it's not. So maybe I can set this to 9. And then, no. Let me think. Maybe I should have my limit. Maybe I should take out this limit thing. And then just have this go up to there. Maybe I can add like one more boolean or like everything under limit. I don't know if this is necessary, but I'm gonna do it for now. Under. I'll make it a new line. It's getting too long. Alright, let me try and modify this now. Let me take this out. So our current limit is just the limit of the digit. Otherwise, we don't go up to 9. We only go up to that. And then if x is the current limit, yes. Wait, let me think. So this could potentially go beyond our current limit here. So maybe it can just be like I don't even need to try those, right? Anyways, I think I'm close. Let me actually take this. I just added this boolean. Let me take it back out. I don't think I need it. Then I need to cache everything if it works. Try to submit. Well, I need to take out all my bootleg stuff like this. And then this. Maybe my C out. I need to cache everything. Take out these comments. Let me build my cache, maybe. Vector, vector, 1, 2, 3. Vector, vector, vector. Cache of size. Ooh. Size. Digits. Dot size. 1 plus 1 for good luck. I think I wrote that correctly. So we're gonna say if cache I equal we're gonna return that. Man, I've spent way too long on LeetCode. I didn't even have time to do any vibe coding today, man. I'm trying to like dockerize my dang C++ thing. Good? What you mean pixel pusher? That ain't good, man. I'm falling behind. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to set this to that. And then I also have to clear my cache. How do I erase my cache, man? I don't even know. This is embarrassing, but whatever. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. Is that it? Been a while since a full LeetCode stream. Yeah, I know. Jordan Paul KS, you like that move, man? That's how you get stuff done. That's how I operate. Jesus Christ, not right. I thought I was gonna be close, but I still have a lot of problems. How do I debug this? Is it start -1? Yeah, I'm hitting it with a start -1. But man, I'm supposed to get 10. All right. Alright, let me see. Let me see how many more test cases I fail. Alright, alright. I don't know what to do. Should I just look at a solution and see where I went wrong? 34. So something is terribly wrong with, it's not even like, I don't know what to do. Because once you go below a digit in a number, going from left to right, you can never be equal again. Wait, eat you. I don't know. Too many sweats, too many sweets. That's why I learned accounting. What you talking about, Kevin? What's happened? Welcome. Oh, I see what you're saying, Eat You. It can never be equal again. I'm sweaty? Nah. Pixel Pusher, thank you very much for the hydrates. Cheers. Oh, yeah. Because once equal is false, we can never be equal again. So this is not true. This is just going to be equal. That's what you're saying. Whew, look at that, man. Jesus Christ. Oh, Eat You knows what's up. Nah, almost. I mean, for sure that looks like it was a bug. For sure. But we still got some issues, man. Negative, what? Oh man, I forgot to long. Come on, man. Got me vector ints when they're talking about longs, you know? Jesus Christ. And they're talking about long finish, and I'm talking about int. Alright, let me fix that, man. We're about to fix it up. Should I just change everything to long? For sure, that's my issue right now. What else needs to be a long? Long cur. Red is a long. Do I have to mod it with anything? My cache, long. Alright, let's see what's up. No. Oh lordy. We need more longs. Long. Very long. Man, Eat You. You are really good. You must be like a LeetCode Guardian at minimum. You must be some crazy LeetCoder. Wait. Need that W all? Man, Icy Black Deep. You know I don't even know what those things mean. What does W all mean? Or wall? I know it's like a compile flag thing, but I don't even know what it does. Alright. Oh, Jesus. You know what else is wrong? Long and long. That's what's wrong. Alright, we're ready for it now. Oh, we're ready for it. Look at that, man. I can't believe it took me 2 hours to almost solve this problem. Dang, another error because I do S to I, but maybe I want a S to LL. Is that a thing? Stole? We're getting there. Turn on all compiler warnings. There would be one about truncating longer integers to shorter ones. Nice. I gotta remember that. Oh, man. Eat You from YouTube. Thank you so much, man. I think without this, I would have never found my bug. If you have never said that, well, you said it and I still didn't find it. But then you explained what you meant by that. And it made sense, like crazy sense. Oh, Leet Whale, what's happened? Shout out to BetSimp. I have to say, BetSimp taught me this technique not once, but twice. BetSimp taught me digit DP 2 separate times. The first time I understood it and everything was good, and then I never practiced it for like a year. And the second time I asked him to teach me again, and he did everything on stream. And the second time I understood it a lot faster than the first time, But then I also didn't practice again for a year, and now this is like my third time attempting digit DP. And this time BetSimp wasn't here to teach me, but I did reference one of the problems that we went over. And I just read my code and I tried to modify it for this new problem. Wait, good job. Thank you very much, Bobby Blue. Can you teach me digit DP now? No, man, I don't know. I mean, I can. I can try, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time. But maybe, how about I try and teach you digit DP on an easier problem, like number of 1 digit. Because this one, there's a lot of extra junk that's going on, you know? Well, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm ready to teach you Bobby Blue because I don't even know digit DP myself. And I'm supposed to like dockerize my thing. Oh. All right, here we go. Real quick, Bobby Blue. Number of 1 digit. Given an integer n, count the total number of digit 1 appearing in all non-negative integers less than or equal to n. Teach us using an easy problem. I don't think there's an easy digit DP problem. Digit DP itself is a difficult technique because it's a type of dynamic programming, and dynamic programming is already not easy. So this is like definitely not easy. All right, so this is the problem. Maybe I should erase everything. Let me see if I can solve this one fresh, and I'll try and explain to you. Given an integer n, count the total number of digit 1 appearing in all non-negative integers less than or equal to n. So they give us n, some integer up to 1 billion, and we gotta find out all the ones in every single digit up to n. So the idea is, I don't know the theory or anything, but I can show you how the code works, man. It's a DP problem. The first thing we want to do is we want to turn this n into like a vector of digits, basically. You want to separate them so that you can access each individual digit like how you would in, you know, like a list or whatever. So let's do that real quick. Or should I make a function to that? 2 digits, right? So it's gonna be a vector int. Does it matter if it's string? Because Python can do comparison like ints. Yeah, I guess string ints probably same thing. Maybe I could also use a string, but I'm gonna use an int just because it's more natural to compare integers for me. So let me do that real quick, man. So here's my digit x mod 10, and then x divided by equals 10, and we just append this digit, and then we have to reverse it because that's how it works. All right, so that's transforming n into a vector of digits or a vector of ints. Can you use a bit set? I don't know. Can you? Well, you always gotta ask hard questions, man. All right, there are my digits. All right, so Bobby Blue. Now, would you mind printing the map just to visualize it? Wait, the map? Which map? Which map are we talking about? This thing? So this number is gonna turn into 1, 3. That's what it's gonna look like. Did you buy the dip? No, man. I'm on the sidelines right now because I need my cash for something that I haven't said what it is yet. Your base 10. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't know what you're trying to ask about the bit sets I see back deep, but I guess I see what you're saying. We just want the digits. Yeah. So this is what it's doing, startup me. So it's just turning a number into these digits. Zaral Ho, what's happening from YouTube? Do I need to know a lot of math to do LeetCode? Absolutely not, man. You probably need to do at least some basic math, but you don't need math to do most problems. Bigger Peloton? No, man. I'll tell y'all soon if it happens. Or probably never. Anyways, sorry, where was I? Transforming the digits. Dead egos. What's happened? Here's the link. Is it best to use Pascal or camel case for lambda functions? I think whatever you do, just be consistent. I follow the style guide from work because that's what I'm used to, and at work, anytime any function names are, is this Pascal case? Variable names are snake case, like this, and the only thing that is camel case is probably like constants, like it would be like constants are camel case, and then that's it. But for the style guide at work, we don't use camel case for anything else besides constants. And method names are Pascal, and other things are just snake case. All right, so my bad, Bobby Blue. I know you're trying to learn from me and I'm going slow. But first things first, we want to do those digits. And then now that we have these digits, right, I'll try and explain what's going on. So for every index, we want to, so for a DP, there's like, we got this Boolean equal to max, let's say that Boolean is. And then maybe we have like the number of ones. I don't know what else we probably need. So here, when we're going through these digits, we gotta say, all right, let's go to all the numbers up to this. So we want to check like 0 and 1. But then if we're at 1 and we go to the next index, we're gonna set equal to max equals to true. Because, all right, if we go from the 0, like from the first digit, if we're at the 0 and then we're at the second digit can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 without going higher than our maximum number of 136. You know what I'm saying? But then if the previous number was a 1, it matches up with the maximum number, then the maximum digit. So then our equal to max would be true. And then if we're equal to max, like here, then we can only go 0, 1, 2, 3. Because if we went 4, this is bad. If we went 4, our number would be over the maximum number that they gave us, which is 1. In this example that I'm making up is 136. So this is what this Boolean equal to max means, right? So we want to check that to see, like, for every like index, what the maximum digit we can go up to when we're trying out these numbers. So that's like the idea behind the equal to max things. And that's like it. That's the whole digit DP, man. Everything else is just business logic, you know? I think this is really the biggest part about digit DP. And let me try and just implement. I don't know, Bobby Blue, give me some feedback. Do you follow me? Am I confusing you even more than ever? Or do you see how that works? Yeah, got it so far. All right. Wait, so in your case, n, yeah, in my case, n is equal to 136. We're not doing this example one. But maybe, all right, let's do example one. Let's just run through example one. So that means our digits is, we only got 2 digits. So, oh, spoopty, what's happened? Long time viewer, first time chatter, get out of here. Yeah, I'm confused too. Anyways, let's run through just the number 13. So the answer is 6 because we got, let me see, we got 1, we got 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the answer, right? So the digit DP, for every index, we're going to go through all the numbers. So here, the first index, we can go from 0 and 1, right? And then if we're at the 1, so we can be like x equals 0, x less than equal to the limit. We'll call this number the limit. The maximum digit that that index could go up to and stay within the bounds of the maximum n that they give us. That's what I mean when I say limit. So we're gonna do this for loop from 0 to the limit of that digit at that index, and it's gonna be like if the digit is 1, so it's like if x is equal to 1, then we have a new number, so we can increment our number of ones or something and then continue along, you know. We go like well, we have to say right now our limit is 1 and our x is equal to 1, then it's like we are at the limit. This is not right code, but maybe maybe you understand what I'm saying. So this is our boolean equal to the limit. Well, that's not true because, anyways, I'm confusing myself now. The new limit is equal to the old limit, or no, the new equal to max is equal to the old equal to max, right? But then if we're less than the limit, then hold on. Sorry if you explained this already. How do you get the list of 1? Oh, because the problem is asking the number of digit 1. Given an integer n, count the total number of digit 1 appearing in all non-negative integers less than or equal to n. So this list are all the numbers from 0 or from 1 to 13 that have 1s in them. That's what that list is. Yeah, Spoopty knows what I'm saying. Oh man. Spoopty knows what's up. Anyways, Bobby Blue. I forget what I was saying, man. Anyways, forget all this lecture stuff, man. Let's just get into the implementation. I think you get the idea of what I'm trying to do, man. So let me make my DP function. And then what were the booleans? It's easy to see once it's written out. Guessing there would be the challenging part for me. Yeah, it's challenging for me too, man. Don't get it twisted. This ain't easy stuff. What just happened? Robo-Dom in the house. Thank you for that hydrate. Cheers. So in other words, 0, 1, 10, 11, 12, 13 is 6 digits. Wait, what do you mean? So the question is asking, count all the ones from 1 to n. So 1 to n has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And the number of ones, there's 1, there's 1, there's 2, there's 1, there's 1. So that's how that list came up. I remember when I had my Google interview, they told me I knew how to solve the problem, but I couldn't turn the answer into code. Spoopdy. That is an excellent problem to have because it means logically you could solve them, but it means you need more practice to implement. All right, Bobby Blue. Sorry, here we go, here we go. So we want these booleans or whatever equal to max, and then we want to keep track of like the number of ones as we're going down. Yeah, so here we go. So if we go out of bounds, so if I is, oh, we need an I for index. That's something I forgot. Ending with Ali. What's happening? What are those switches? These switches are Aqua Kings. Some of the best switches out there, but I think the sound is mostly my keyboard. The Bubble 75. I'm usually beat by the end of work. Now I need that young people energy. Man, I know what you mean. They got me doing mad SQL statements at work. Dang, fancy. All right, Bobby Blue, where were we? If we go out of bounds, that means we should return how many digits we've seen thus far, and that's in number of ones, right? And then now here's what we're gonna do. First, we need to figure out the limit for the integer or the digit at the index I. So how do we figure out that limit, man? Well, we have to look, are we equal to the maximum? If we're equal to the max, what does that mean? That means for the number 13, that means if we selected 1 for the first number, when we're at the second digit, we are equal to the max right now. So that means we can only go up to 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. But if we selected 0 for our first number, we are not equal to the max. So we can select all of these numbers, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's our limit. The limit is at what digit can this current index go up to. So if we're equal to the max, our limit is equal to digits I. Otherwise, our limit is equal to 9. Yeah, so now we're going to iterate. We're going to basically try every single digit from 0 to the limit in this index. And then how does that work? Sorry, I'm like trying to figure it out as I'm explaining it too. Okay, nice. I got the limit part. Very good, very good. The state is crazy. What's the TC for this? Also, why don't we cache num1? Well, I haven't cached anything yet, man. I'm not even worrying about the cache right now or memoizing. I'm just trying to show you the logic, like how it works. So you got the limit. Next part is we got to select the numbers. And so we're going to be like our new limit, or not new limit, our new equal to max is, I guess it's just that. But then if this is equal to our limit, then we have to explicitly say this is true. I guess we could be like, else this is equal to that, but we don't have to do any of that, right? And then we're also going to say if x is equal to 1, we want to increment our number of ones that we've seen. Yeah, and then now we call our DP function, and we're going to go to I+1 to the next index, and then our new equal to max is already calculated here, and then the number of ones is, oh wait, maybe I can't do number of ones plus plus because this will affect other runs in here, so maybe I gotta be like new num1s equal num1s, and then I increment that, and then I pass that down there. Wait, why x equal to limit? We change the new max. Okay. So let me think about that. If, oh man, this might not be right, but let me think. If we're at the limit, is it gonna be true? Yeah, I don't know about this part. Maybe this should be if this and it was already equal to the max. No. All right, let me give it some thought, Bobby Blue. Good question though, man. You got me thinking, man. We just, man, eat you. Oh shit. From YouTube, what's happening? Can you enumerate it using a naive method, like go over all the numbers and check each divot if it's 1? I don't know. I think it would be too slow. Or I don't know if you're asking me to do it for you. Wait, hold on, Bobby Blue. Let me think about that. So the equal to the limit. What does it mean, man? So if we hit, so if we're false, we can never be true. That's what EatU was saying from YouTube, right? EatU was saying once you go below a digit in a number going from left to right, you can never be equal again. Let me look at a different number, like 23. So that means if we selected 1, that means none of these will ever be equal to max. So I guess, yeah. Let me think. If x is equal to the limit and equal to max is true, then this should be true. Did I have this right? Otherwise, let's see what happens, Bobby Blue. I think I'm psyching myself out now. Anyways, maybe I didn't do a great job at explaining, but I'm also not very strong at this. And the number of ones is 0. Let's see if it gives a correct answer, and then we can worry about like memoizing. Uh-oh. All right, let's see. Any good UFC fights coming up? Man, I haven't really been keeping up. Man, I have so many dang problems out here. Where am I messing up? Talking about oh, come on, man. I didn't return anything. Alright, yeah, it looks like it's alright there. So now we gotta cache it, yeah? Oh wait, YouTube. Lamvu, have you finished your web? No, I haven't even started the web. I kinda got caught up with LeetCode today. My bad. There's only one in a single digit. Wait, where are the others posting their comments? Not YouTube chat for sure. Yeah, they're on Twitch. Yeah. Most of my viewers are on Twitch. Wait. And Kuro Beroy, what's happened? I wish I could visualize the recursive calls as a tree, just decomposing one particular example, like n equal 3. Yeah, it's really tough to do that in your head, man. I wish I could do it too, but I try and draw it out sometimes. Anyways, let's try and cache this now. Bobby Blue, are you still with me? Vector. Do I gotta cache it on the number of ones, man? I don't even know. Wait, not after finding the limit? Wait, hold on, man. We're just trying to make the limit say whether it's true or false. Like, the limit is necessary so that we know the maximum digit that we can go up to for the next index. So after we find the limit, basically we're just iterating from 0 to the limit, like down here, like 0, the equal to the max would be false, so then our limit is we can try all the digits. I think you get this part, right? So we're just trying to make sure that Boolean new. Oh, so you don't understand this part. Let me try and explain. Or should I try and get the AC first, man? Alright, so equal to max. If n is equal to 125, right? Then when we first call the function, we're gonna say equal to max is true because for this, let me tab these things out. For this index, the first one, our options are 0 or 1, you know? Like, we can't choose 2 here because a number that starts with 2 is gonna be at least 200 or something, right? So that's too big already. We're already over the limit. So to get all numbers under 125, we can only choose the 100th place to be either 0 or 1. Otherwise it's over the number, and the question is asking all integers less than or equal to the number. So this equal to max Boolean, we're keeping track of that as we iterate from left to right over our digits so that we know what number we can go up to. So if we selected 0 for our first number, then our equal to max is going to be false once we get to this next index right here. So if equal to max is false, that means we can go up to the digit 9, because if we selected 0 here, that means we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, anything, because all of these numbers would still, like, 0 to 99 basically will be less than the number 125. So that's kind of like what the equal thing means. So our new equal to max, basically we're trying to figure out if equal to max was false at some point in the past, then we will never be able to be equal to max again going going right, you know? So like if we had some really big number, let's say 5 something, whatever, could be. And then let's say the first number that we selected was 2. Now our equal to max is going to be false. And it doesn't matter any number that we select here, it's always going to be not equal to max because this is not equal to max. So all of these other numbers, it doesn't matter what digit you put in there, you will never get higher than n. Yeah, okay, Bobby Blue, so you get that. So that's what the equal to max, the new equal to max is trying to do here. It looks a little confusing. Maybe there is a more elegant way to do this, but I don't know anything and I'm just figuring it out like you are. But that's the whole idea with the new equal to max. So if equal to max was true, like right now we're equal to max and we're trying to figure this out. If this is 3, then we're still, the new equal to max is still going to be true, right? That's right here. But if this 2, then now it's false, and then this number can go up to 9. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 0. But then even if we have 9 here, and this number is equal to that number, we can still go up to 9 here, because this isn't equal to that. So 299 is less than 394, so we're all good. That's kind of like the whole equal to max thing. My caveman approach passed the first 2 tests, but yeah. But then it gets crazy. Yeah, because the numbers are huge. Alright, Bobby Blue. Oh, can I have the link? Lamvu, yes, sorry. I'm a little bit slow there. So now let's try and cache this. I'm not sure what we need to cache on. Maybe just I and equal to max. Let's see if that works. And then because this is a Boolean, I guess we can just have it as 2. And then here we'll check. Oh, and L desis mass. Sorry, I'm just seeing your comment. I usually don't comment, but I'm confused now. Yeah, this is a confusing thing. Oh, I. What are you talking about? I not defined. Come on. So the time complex is 2 billion? No. Wait. Do we have to? No. Sorry, I might be leading you astray, Bobby Blue, because I can't even solve this problem, man. What am I doing wrong? Like, so my cache is incorrect. That's for sure. Do I need to track this number of ones? All right, let me just peek, man. I don't want to confuse everybody even more. Oh, shit. Okay, so I guess I do need to cache on that. My bad. My cache, very bad. 3D cache time. So here, vector. Man, but what? I guess we can't have more than n. So, sorry. This should be, shit. That should be a vector int. I'll do n+1, and then we'll do a vector int 2, -1. And here it's gonna be num1s also in the cache. All right, let's see if that works. It does not work. I'm sorry I mislead you, Bobby Blue. But it's kind of like the gist of it, man. I gotta figure out where I'm going wrong. Where am I going wrong, man? The new limit. So I'm not counting 1 or something. 0 and then 1. Digit size num1s, increment the 1 num1s. Let me think. Where is it? This is a crazy. No. So the cache, I don't know the time complexity, but n is only 10 digits, or yeah, n is only 10. So it's like 10 times 10 times 2. So it's not that crazy. But I have a bug for sure. And I don't know where my bug is. Oh, eat you. It's the same problem. So you're saying this should be false by default. Yeah, I'm still struggling with this too, Bobby Blue. So you're saying yes. If it's false by time limit exceeded. How are we gonna get time limit exceeded now? Feels like it's all right. I gotta think, or how could this? It's because oh man, EU has some really great vision. How do you even see all these little typos, man? Because I changed the dang thing here, and I'm so used to just typing N. Yeah, you're absolutely an eagle vision master. You got that crazy eyesight. Anyways, I had a few bugs, but I think the gist is still the same, Bobby Blue. I'm not sure if I explained things too well because I don't understand it too well. But that's the idea behind digit DP. My compute is n log n, n log n. Yeah, but man, the constraints are so large, like you can't be having n log n. It's okay. No, you don't need to copy paste. Yeah, really try and figure it out, man. Here, I can share my solution with you, even though it's really bad. And maybe you can decipher it somehow. Here you go. And I guess there's no... Oh, shit. Undergrad algo, what's happened? Will you do WebSockets today? I think we're out of time, man. I was planning on doing some WebSocket stuff, but I got caught up with this digit DP. Oh, Leet Whale coming in with the real tips now that I've struggled and I realize my weaknesses. So this part needs work for sure. And he's saying, in the future, you can write new equal to max equal limit and yes, maybe I need to like just, you know, I don't practice digit DP problems very often. The last digit DP problem I did was last summer when I did a marathon stream or whatever. It was like, I think it was in July or something, man. So it's been a really long time. But thanks, Leet Whale. I think, and thank you so much, Eat You. I think without Eat You on YouTube today, we would have been stuck for so long, and I would have probably really given up. At least with some parentheses. You know, we don't need parentheses. All right. Bring it back to LeetCode Marathon? No, man. I don't even know. I don't even want to train LeetCode that much. But I'd do it because today's daily problem was digit DP. Alright, man. My brain is cooked. I just spent 2 hours or 2.5 hours on digit DP stuff. Was yesterday's problem like a digit? No. Hey, what the hell? How come I don't have the... I probably solved it late. Dang. I don't even know what to do now, man. Should I just end stream? Should I do more problems? Should we just continue the LeetCode? Or should I try and like containerize my C++ real quick? Or maybe we should do a type racer. Franco demise, what's happening? Frustrating. What's frustrating? Type racer is frustrating. LeetCode. All right, there it is. Type racer time. Oh, no Condom Chris, still around. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done this in a long time. A weekday full LeetCode stream. It's been at least a few weeks or months. This one was good though, because I really feel I got the digit DP refreshed in my mind now. Alright, first race is the warm-up, second race is the championship round. Everybody knows that. Let's go. Warm-up time. Uber newbie, welcome to the party. We're ready for your 56, man. Let's do it. Man, I was messed up at the end, but look at that. I wish that was a championship round because I don't win them very often. Morocco Dream, welcome to the party. How are you doing? Nice to meet you as well. Oh, don't defense in the house. Today is not my day. Pixel Pusher, not here to save you. But maybe I will save you, don't defense. Don't you worry. Look at that, I just smoked no condom, Chris. Easy. You don't trust me? Come on, man. I'm most trustworthy. Where's Q? Q's building a PC for his roommate. His roommate has a birthday, and he said that he pitched in 300. His other roommate pitched in 300, and they're building their friend slash roommate something, which is so nice. Anyways, here we go, man. The championship round about to begin. Let's do this. I'm not gonna win this one. It's too long. Did I just get rickrolled, man? Man, that was difficult. Look at that. Six-pack sexy. AKA no condom Chris. 112. Beats out don't defense with a 106. Yeah, Bobby Blue. I just got rickrolled. And look at that. 75 Clistar. 73 Icy Black Deep. Robodom gave up. All right, let's put that on the board, man. So much for so much for working on the website, but it's all good. Who's up there? No condom Chris, and man, how fast was it? 112? Jesus, I don't remember. 112. Look at that. Now 4. Alright, it's gonna be at least 2 streams before Don't Defense can catch up No Condom Chris. At least 2 streams. Dominic is in a residential area. He can't speed up. Yeah, he's in a school zone, man. Wait, you know Robodom? His name is Dominic? How'd you know that, man? It's Robodominatrix or something. It's not Robodominic. Everybody knows that. Dominatrix, yeah, that's what Robodom stands for. Everybody knows that, man. Oh, it's on your TypeRacer account. Dang. Oh, shit. My bad. Anyways, both races were on shit setup, but I'm not gonna go down to good setup just for a TypeRacer. Oh, making excuses, huh? Just for a TypeRacer. Anyways, you still did fast. What are y'all saying? We got 11 minutes to go. You guys want to talk about anything? Ask me anything? Oh, Moroccan Dream has some questions. What's your background? How do you learn code? Simply CS degree or something more out of the norm? I'll give you a brief overview. I've been coding since... When did I start coding? I started to code in... I remember the month. I started code December 2013, man. That's my first time. Wait, Dead Egos. You solved it. Wait. This got a seed? I don't even know. I don't even know what this is, but it looks crazy. 6-minute time? Wait, what do you mean 6 minute? 6M time. Oh, okay. Nice. Very good, very good. Alright, so I started programming December 2013. So I graduated with a mechanical engineering degree 20 something. Somewhere. I forget. I worked in a restaurant for some time, and then I started programming December 2013. What made you start? I was tired of working in restaurants, so I learned how to code, and then I freelanced from 2013 or from 2014 to 2020. That's when I freelanced, and then I worked 1 year at a startup in 2020 to 2021. June 2021, I started to stream myself leet coding on Twitch. August 2021, I quit my job to stream 6 hours a day leet coding. Quit my job. Yeah, so this is like my timeline, man. You don't know what year you graduated? I know what year I graduated, man, but y'all don't know what year I graduated, and I'm trying to keep it that way. Let me put one more year in. There you go. Anyways, yeah, so June 2021, I started to stream myself leet coding on Twitch because I had serious accountability issues. I couldn't stay focused, and I always kind of just fizzled out anytime I tried to study LeetCode. So my idea was, you know, if I streamed it on Twitch, maybe it will make me more accountable. And not only accountability was the thing I was looking for, but I was also trying to practice articulating my thought process because I was getting ready for big tech interviews, even though I didn't have any lined up. But I just wanted to get practicing, like really explaining what I'm thinking as I'm coding it. And I thought, man, what better way to do that than stream on Twitch? You know, I thought I would probably never be the strongest algorithms candidate, and it's going to be really difficult for me to stand out there. But something that I'm going to try and crush the competition on is like communication and I guess behavioral stuff and just like vibing with the interviewer. And I thought doing it on Twitch will give me more reps than other candidates, and it would give me an advantage. So that's my whole reason, and I suggest everyone, it's a great way, it's a great hack to like just stream yourself leet coding on Twitch. Anyways, so in August, or in all right, there's one thing I got to talk about here real quick. In July 2021, No Condom Chris made me take Google Kickstart round D 2021, and I placed like 4,000 something out of 10,000 people. I did not great. This is not a good finish. But anyways, even though I did bad, a Google recruiter hit me up in August asking me if I wanted to interview with them. And then the next day I quit my job so that I can prep. I told the recruiter, hell to the yeah, I want to interview, but I need 5 weeks to prepare. And the recruiter was like, yeah, all right, 5 weeks is good enough. Next day, I quit my job, effective immediately. And I just started grinding. Instead of 3 hours a day, I started grinding 6 hours a day. And I think this is very important about my grind. I split my sessions into 2 3-hour sessions. One morning and one in the evening. And I think this is important because it gave my brain some time to rest in between intense thinking, you know? So anyways, I had my Google interview like, I don't remember, October or something. And anyway, I started working at Google in 2021 as an L3. And I almost got pipped my first year. Like, I was not doing great at Google. Maybe in like, I think September 2022, I basically got a performance warning saying that I gotta step it up. Anyways, I started streaming. After I got this warning, I started doing co-working streams to like help me focus again, because I always have issues with focusing. So I started doing co-working streams to help me focus on work. And within 2-3 weeks of doing co-working streams, I was already like doing fine. And then I got promoted to L4. Well, I don't know how much of my story you want, but I got 3 more minutes, so I'm gonna talk for 3 more minutes. What do you mean co-working stream? I mean, I basically, it's kind of like this, man. It's kind of like this, where I'm working like this, but you can't see my screen, and we're vibing, and I do Pomodoros, 50 minutes of focus, and then I take a 10-minute break and I talk with chat, and then we go 50 minutes again, and I'll do like 3, 4, 5 of them. Anyways, per scene mic levels. Wait, I think that's not supposed to happen. Wait, I am Tahoma Dev. Welcome to the party. So September 2023, I switched teams at Google, moved to NYC from Oakland, California. So now, as you know, I've been on one team here, and then as soon as I had the opportunity, I got out of that team and I went to New York, and now I'm still at New York. March 2024, promoted to L4, and then that's it. That's like my history, my 12-year career history, man. All the highlights. Asking what year you graduated? Yeah, anywhere from 2008 to 2012. I graduated in this range with a mechanical engineering degree. Never worked professionally as a mechanical engineer. If you hop, I feel like TC will be even more. What do you mean? Like if I get a new job? I'm not looking for a new job. Not yet. You never know. So how do you approach learning to code? Mostly books, bootcamp. All right. So in December 2013, I used YouTube mainly to learn how to code. But this was a long time ago, man. The tutorials available back then were nothing like what's available today. It was all like really low quality tutorials. So I used YouTube to learn initially, and then after that it was straight trial and error and Stack Overflow, man. And I did VB.net during this time, and then during my freelance I mainly did VB.net, maybe some C#, maybe some JavaScript, some Python. And my startup here I did like React Native. Oh, I guess I did like React Native also. Learn to code on the streets. Yeah, learn how to code on the streets, basically, man. Learning to code these days is just getting an LLM to give you an in-depth table of contents, list of what you need to know, and go through one by one learning it. Yeah, I guess that's an okay way. Speaking of NYC from earlier, I just got home from NYC, hosted a tech meetup. Pseudo Mateo, you didn't hit me up, man. What you talking about? You hosted a tech meetup. You didn't even tell me about it, man. Anyways, maybe next time you'll let me know if I'm still in NYC. Just jump into a project you want to make and then learn along the way while you do it. Machine, that's exactly what I did in the beginning. The very first project that I built was a bot to create accounts on a website called High Five. That was the very first project I ever did, man. Well, I did more than just create accounts, but yeah. I'm from NYC, recently moved to Jersey. Dang. Why Jersey? Cheaper? New in Boston didn't even have best practices even back then. Oh, wait, right. I see what you're saying. 52 attendees, platform engineering New York on Meetup. Dang. Oh, dang. Wait, Pseudo Mateo. I thought you were like from somewhere far away and he flew into New York and had a big event. But it sounds like he just drove across the bridge to come here. But yeah, Pseudo Mateo, let me know the next time. Maybe I'll see if I can make it. Anyways, who drives to New York? I mean, you take the bus maybe, or you take the train. Maybe you drive to the train station. Who drives to New York? Who knows, man? Trained over. Yeah, let me know. Went to Jersey for wife job transfer, but now she works in New York again. Dang. I drove across the entire USA before. It's not bad. Do you see yes at Google? What are you talking about? I don't even know what this is. I have not seen this. What is this? Stalking and harassing? Some drama? Oh man. Well, I don't want to look up this drama stuff on my stream, but I'm gonna look into it off stream, man. Wait. Central US roads are shit though. You know, I've driven across many parts of the US. I love road trips, man. I've driven across many places in the whole world, actually. But for America, I've done cross country from East Coast to West Coast. I don't even remember how many times, man. 5 or 6. 5 or 6 times. And I did like Miami to New York, like East Coast, up and down East Coast, maybe like 3 or 4 times. And I probably did West Coast, like up and down the West Coast, like twice. And man, road trips are very fun. I highly recommend road trips. if you like driving. All the places that get a lot of snow have terrible roads, yeah, because of salt and temperature changes. Moroccan Dream says, it was a pleasure talking to you, Simon. Enjoy your evening. My workday is about to start. Have a good day, Morocco Dream. I'm about to end too. I'm about to go to bed, man. Did you do the 101? What's the 101? The road along the beach? Wait, which 101? I don't even remember the roads. Is that the one? Not the beach, along the cliff? Yeah, I did. All right, I did the West Coast, and I did like A1A, almost all the way up to New York, almost. But I did like all of the California coast, and I went up to, I forget where. Yeah, I don't think I went all the way to Washington, but I don't remember how far up I went, man. But I've done like Miami to LA, LA to Miami. I did Miami to Bay Area. I did Bay Area to Toronto. I did Toronto to Oakland. I did Oakland to New York. I did New York to Miami, and Miami back to New York. And I did like New York, Miami a couple more times. Drive along Highway 1. I don't remember all the road names, man. Anyways, it's time for me to get out of here too. It's past midnight. What car do I have? I don't have a car right now. Alright, the cars that I've drove across, I drove like a 19 or a 2001 Corolla, and then I did like a lot of them in a 2004 Mitsubishi, no, 2009 Galant. Maybe some other cars for some of those other trips too. I don't remember which other ones. But anyways, we're about to go raid Samir here. It's been it's grinding hard on the LeetCode. So apologies for everyone who wanted some web dev WebSockets tonight. Didn't happen. Maybe I'll do it some other time. But it felt good to do that digit DP stuff. Maybe I'll do some LeetCode streams in the future. Anyways, Icy Black Deep, have a good night. Pixel Pusher, you too, have a good night. Uber Newbie, see you later, Alligator. Spoopdy, adios, amigos. Leet Whale, Robodom, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Everyone from YouTube, 0x from YouTube, Eat You from YouTube, have a good night. Thank you so much for all the help. Lamvu from YouTube, see you later. Suda Mateo, adios. Who else is out here? X0x Machine, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. No Condom Chris, see you next time. And everybody else, Cheerio. Sorry, I just saw your message, Cheerio. Have a good night, Cheerio. Would you ever go back to freelancing or startup? Maybe. And Ziano, have a good night. Eldoras Nova, have a good night. See you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye, everybody.